I think, of course, it's important for a jiu-jitsu guy. I don't know now changed a lot, but back in that time it was important for jiu-jitsu guy to do MMA and
represent
and represent, but also understand how good can your jiu-jitsu be, right? So yes, in a real situation, so. And we were trained from that, right? Although we were competing, but we were trained for that. We were trained for to fight.
Yeah.
On the MMA aspect, but nowadays it's a little different.
Sports jiu-jitsu, yeah. Back then it was everything. It seemed like, right? But now for sure, there's the different sects, right? Different avenues.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I like and I dislike many times. What do you think about this evolution?
It's I think you just can't forget, right? Like you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for sure. Like this, we both love like competing in the sport aspect, right? And I think for longevity and for life, right? It's a great lifestyle and a great way, But for sure, you can't like lose the self-defense or the fighting aspect. It's a martial art, right?
Yeah, it's a martial art, exactly. Yeah.
And so I think you got to know how to put it down if it comes down to it, right? And I think the only way to do it is by training it, right, as well.
Yeah.
So I think to be like a legit black belt, you should have some of these things in there,
In there, for sure, yeah.
And I think the self-defense aspect, but just also even just doing it, I think as part of your journey should be there, yeah.
I mean, it's just I don't like to separate and pretty much go congruent with you. I don't like to separate the let's say the martial arts, right? So the martial art of jiu-jitsu. Yes, there is the sport component, which is the competition, right? And then comes the rules and all this, and you just need to be focused on the rules.
Yeah,
there is the self-defense part,
right?
There is the workout part, right? The kids, the adults, they want to work out. There is the educational part, like when people, jiu-jitsu changed my life. I got that, so you really change some stuff. You stop drinking too much, maybe you stop eating too much, maybe you stop focusing, looking more inside. That's and the history part, right? Some people like to go and study the stories in jiu-jitsu, the history of jiu-jitsu, the history of the other martial arts, how they got together. So it's a shame sometimes when you see some schools, and as long as they know what they're doing, if they know what they're doing, if you just want to focus on the competition part, if they know what they're doing, that's okay. But
teach your own, teach your own.
Yeah, but when it's sometimes I feel like it shouldn't be separate,
right? I agree. I agree. I think that's who we are. That's how we came up, and I think I think makes you like a complete black belt, complete Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
I wonder where it start getting that separation, kind of,
I mean, just because it's so popular now, right? Like that's what people kind of they grow up on, right? But back in our days, it was people fought, like Vale-Tudo and MMA. So that was more. I mean, there's UFC now too, but overall, I think it was more together, like the guys would compete in Vale-Tudo.
More accessible, right? Yeah. Let's say who can make to UFC, right? It's gonna take a little while. But
back in those days, there weren't that many events. Yeah.
Even if you have a little argument with your friend, your training partner, the Ryan is gonna say, "Hey, you guys, you're gonna fight right now." You just you finish your problems right here, and I don't want to hear this thing anymore. No, we don't want to fight. You're going to have to fight, otherwise you fight me. And then the guys start fighting each other, because nobody want to go against Ryan. It was, that was an education,